defending WBO Super, introducing Junto, 6th-ranked super flyweight world contender. Introducing Argi.
Is 3 inches shorter and has
like
a 3
Nakatani's kind of reaching with the jab.
has a 3-inch shorter reach as he tries to shoot the right hand.
That's like that. Yeah.
On the button, he connects with the right.
He can't afford to sit on the outside a bit, using to maybe double up his jab.
Wait, but he's a problem, Jamel.
Yeah.
I mean, I knew about him before that, but that was kind of
on air. You know, how does he live up?
There.
And like we spoke earlier before we got on air to that performance. You know, will the pressure get to him, or will he continue? Nice jab from Nakatani.
Way in. Waiting to land a right hand of his own, trying to.
And I always say that you can beat anyone. I never considered myself as a flashy fighter. I just thought, I gotta just be smart and just know enough right there to really, offset. I just went in there myself as a southpaw. Yeah, that was just pretty much beat a fighter.
It was Nakatani as he hooks it with that lead. Has yet to really take it from the southpaw stance, just a bit.
Nice shot from Cortes, but as you see now, Cortes, this is where he works of Cortes' right hand, so he has to be aware of that as right now. Nakatani is going,
which happens so often when you have the orthodox and southpaw fighters. Each of those lead foot for each respective fighter, trying to see right there when he let that left hand go, has come that outside position, Tani's way. As he's been able to
that right hand go,
which earlier you mentioned wasn't too. Nonetheless, I mean, if you're going to be predictable, the jab of Nakatani and him keeping it at range, predictable in your movement, Cortes is going to be able to eventually. Now he switches directions just a bit, going towards his.
Nice towards his left hand. Afterwards from Nakatani, you see, he kind of changed that jab into a little.
Round 4, Christina and Jamel Herring here with you. For Cortes.
Cortes' best punch.
Cortes.
So far.
Nice right hand to start this.
A good left hand and follow with a right jab. Yeah, but he gets hit with it again.
Twice with the left hand, and then right back out for Nakatani.
Just sit back there and box the boxer. Yeah. Again, Cortes can't afford this and make it a bit rough in there. But you can clearly see that Nakatani's getting. Cortes, he's a lot more fluid with his shots. He's not going to catch Nakatani like that. Cortes almost got caught there reaching. He has to step in with a shot, especially with one shot. He got caught there.
Here in round 4, taking his shots at this point.
Another good left hand from Nakatani. Too long and just staring, and then he won't fire off, though. Like he'll sit there and just he won't fire off until he gets hit.
Exchanges, Jamel, where Cortes has actually shot.
Watch your head. Watch your head.
There's a lot of that.
Slipping that left hand. That body is good body shot.
Nakatani staying loyal to that jab.
Yeah, the jab. He's keeping him busy and occupying, and that jab kind of
Just right there.
Sure.
Rounds.
Especially this round.
It's a beautiful thing when you can just throw with your jab. I know that a lot of boxing fans that love winning rounds, action inside and a ton of punches, which we saw in our last fight. But when you can have your way, and win rounds clearly just barely.
I mean,
3 in the morning here.
Wake up, push forward.
People might be telling us the same
You
thing.
can't outbox. Well, you can, but if you're not gotta fight. You can't out. You gotta start getting under those shots. Probably bend a little bit more at the waist, and he'll overextend his punches. Also, just throwing some feints to get him to react. Because at times, if you don't make him miss, he's gonna hit you with that all day.
Also, does a really good job at measuring that distance. Straight back, it's just enough back to get out of the way.
Start breaking at the waist, get under that. And you see how he just tried to dip under. Nakatani doesn't feel comfortable, as you can see right now when you push him. and continue to push forward. Also start cutting up the ring. Don't allow him to get out too far. Over.
Oh, there was a beautiful straight.
For the most part, the judge is the rangefinder, and he's gonna. Right there is what Cortes leave it out there like that though. But start pumping the jab.
And that right hand there.
But don't just follow. Start stop.
Why not meet the southpaw jab with kind of counter it a little bit?
Nice slip from Cortes just a moment ago though.
Cortes in round 5.
He's got mouthpiece out.
Take a look at it, Jamel.
But this is the first knockdown. Thought about it for a minute. Let me go sit down for a bit. Down.
That body shot.
Yeah, delayed reaction. He felt it. Yeah.
He knows that he has a hurt fighter in front of him here. And you can tell he's put a little.
Test.
He lands a left hand there. Down to the body once again, and a slight warning.
Nice
and
right
a
hand
slight warning from Steve Willis to keep it up there with the left hand. Tap it low.
Cortes. So with that being said, if I was him, I would kind of just get trying to recover. So with that right hand from Cortes though. But standing in front of Nakatani, who's clearly bombing from the outside with that left hand, he has to stay sharp.
I know it.
So that means he was bothered by that shot.
He's not doing right now, Jamel.
He's not using his range and throwing
to the body. With the left hand for Cortes. 30 seconds left.
But using lateral movement to get inside. I don't think it's a smart idea. He should still putting a jab out there or something.
Well, he did have some success with
the front door.
His toughest shot landed of the fight for Cortes, but it was down in round 5 that took him a little bit. And Christina Poncher and Jamel Herring here with you. Nakatani's going to put in work here. Round 7, knockdowns in round 5. Cortes get back there in round 6, landing some solid shots. Probably not enough to win him the round, but
those 2 knockdowns. Yeah, definitely some improvement, especially after those 2 knockdowns. He's sitting on the outside.
Nakatani back with the jab, doubling it up. Misses there with the left hand, and downs that 10-7 round in round 5.
Nakatani right now is probably counting that. Like I like what he's doing. Like he's trying to push forward, but he does that. He'll bring the jab back, and Nakatani that like that one. He probably realizing that he's only throwing one jab. And then one here, one there, and I mean even when he throws that one jab when he's in. Has to believe in himself and take more chances. Cortes up a bit again.
The body
again, yeah.
Strong shot there from Nakatani. It's not these looping shots around the side that you see. It's been the straight shots.
The body shot again. This time he looped that left hand.
Like a looping uppercut shot. We'll talk more about him in a minute.
And then Nakatani going back to the body again. And you clearly see he kind of slowed
up to the level of your competition and
Cortes down, made him hesitant for coming back in. Back at home.
You invited. That was a fantastic fight for Junto Nakatani. It was a vacant world title. They both had earned that off Ioka. So long as you want to separate yourself or continue to stack division, and you just got to continue to dominate. But that was, like I said, I mentioned this earlier, a concern of Rudy Hernandez. Are you going to live up to the expectations based on
body shot, Bob? Body shot.
Yeah. Oh yeah, there was
See, he dropped the hands. He dropped the hands a bit.
Okay, right.
The hands dropped.
Push the shorts back down.
Yeah. Bam, right there.
Looked to throw another shot, and then that one kind of towards on his feet here in his first world title defense.
He needs a knockout.
The momentum, because it says do something spectacular. Can he?
He needs a knockout.
Yep, you said it.
Yeah. And Nakatani, then goes back to his opponent's body. That tells you right there is because he's being bothered by those shots, so he wants to give the same. He wants to hopefully have the same. You see him now trying to go more and more to the same effect with his shots to the body as well. Go more and more to that body of Nakatani. But good body shot from Cortes though. Right hand to the body. Cortes on the canvas 3 times. Cortes pumping, blind him with your jab. He's making an effort. He's moving forward.
I'm
But
definitely
again,
not mad at how he started this round. I mean, a little bit more sense of urgency, but he can close that distance to try to give himself a shot.
it's like
Good
that.
right hand to the body there for Cortes. The body again for Cortes.
This is a good exchange. Good effort from Cortes. He just got hit with a good left hand there, but again, he got hit with a good left hand. Why? Up top fight. Just got hit with a
Catching Nakatani going back. And you know, it's a straight left hand from Nakatani.
And he's eating a lot of good straight left hands up top, but maybe just a soft. And I will say he probably has a soft chin, a soft body. So I think Nakatani should put.
Doubling up on the jab there. Cortes looking to land the right hand. Cutting off the ring there, something that you had called for much earlier. Oh, good.
Oh,
there.
That hurt, yeah, that hurt.
Looking for the finish. Cortes holding on for life here. 35 seconds to go as he swings it. They bang together.
The undefeated WBO Super
Nakatani taps his gloves together.